Consumed in my mind, can't seem to break away. Lost in time, thinking about better days. Do you ever get used to the pain? 'Cause I don't know if I can do this again. Now you got me wondering why you let me die alone inside. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Lullabies of you still in my head. Bloodshot eyes, can't sleep, I'm rotting in my bed. Even the drugs don't faze me. I don't think you understand. I gave you everything I had. When did shit go wrong? And now you got me wondering why you let me die alone inside. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. It don't matter where we go, it don't matter where we stay tonight. 'Cause when I'm with you, yeah, I know everything will be alright. It don't matter what we say, it don't matter how we make things right. 'Cause when I'm with you, yeah, I know everything will be alright. When I'm with you, everything will be alright. When I'm with you. It don't matter where we go, it don't matter if we lose it all. 'Cause when I'm with you,
Right, I'm late. Hi! Good evening, everyone. Fox here. We have a wonderful, wonderful stream lined up, you guys. So I got distracted. I'm going through my emails looking at things I have that I could load up that I haven't loaded up. There's quite a few. I don't know. Maybe I should wait a second. So I don't know. Hi. So sorry if I ignored you guys. I was getting, so I added 2 more emotes to the Discord. And I think they're already added to the regular thing, but whatever. Either way, hi, we got some chess puzzles and we got some Final Fantasy 14. That's the plan for today. Wasn't me, I don't think. I think Pixels was working on Magic earlier. Possibly Pixels. I have my own. I've been supplying my own stuff, mostly. I did steal all the leather out of the bank. I did that a long time ago. Nobody noticed. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's do this. We're live. Let's go. Daily puzzle. So I have some of my constant commentee. Random Fox. So I'm still undecided on Scarlet's personality. So far, we've had at least one version of this. I think we go here. They did that and then we just made them. I don't know what they were thinking. Is it new? I'm assuming it wasn't new because we have so many. Yeah, Pixels have been making bank. Bitey and Bitey? Yeah. I can do that. Bitey and Bitey is good, especially because she has the teeth. Is it news, Alec? I'm basically taking your word for it. It's all backmate mates. Sidemate mate. What's the verdict? So new, but we did a mercy load. Okay, so what's the final verdict? I'm okay either way. Maiden 1 here. New? You got it. Alright, so I'll refund Kirara, was it? Kirara, finder of things. Kirara rejected. Boom. Back to you. Well, I think Scarlet is the outfit, and I think the other Scarlet is the name. It's Maiden 2 versus Maiden 3, so... Wait, do we just... Is that winning? That's just straight up winning. Ah, missed it. Any objections? Her being just like Yang, but like not angry. Just like, oh yeah, you wanna go? Let's go. It's gonna be fun. Gonna have a blast. What was that, the guy, the Primal who was like, ah, worthy challengers. Face me, friends. We shall have glorious combat. That could be her. That's made like 6. Weird. Take here. But yeah, not like very informal with it. Alright, we check, they go here. We go here and win the queen. We check, they block. Then we go here and get whatever. That works. Yeah, that would have been funny. Good times. Check, take. Check here. Hi, Mango Lockin'. Welcome, welcome. take that, and then I think we just take this rook, and then we're just happy. We're up a rook and happy. It's not a bad place to be. Not a bad place to be. That's a bad move if we could take it instantly. Free rooks are a good time. We can't take this free rook, though, because it's not free at all. It's guarded by two different things. What about that move? That looks like a pretty good move. Force him in the corner. Then we just slide up, force him down. And then we go there and just mate. What's he gonna do about that? Huh? Free king's pretty good. Let's do it. This is Puzzle Rush Survival. I'll do regular puzzles after. This is our little warm-up. Because at this point, the regular puzzles are very hard. And they're very brutal as well. They're very unforgiving. Because it's like, oh, you got 6 in a row. Great, great. You missed one. Okay, now you're below where you started. So what, you gotta get 7 in a row to gain progress? Guess we gotta make one here. I used to start explaining around 1,000. It used to not be that way. White's move. I like this move. Because it's mate in 1. Alright, so checks, capture, attacks. So in this move, we have basically this bishop is blocking the rook from seeing the king. So no matter where this bishop moves, that bishop can't move there. Bishop has to stay on the green. No matter where it moves, it's a check because the rook sees. So the idea is you have to find the best move of those if you're checking. So all of these allows the king to run out this way. Okay, if you go here, the king also just takes. But if you go here, not only are you still blocking that, but it's a check. So it's a discovered checkmate. A very good discovered checkmate. Okay, again, checks, capture, attacks. So we have 2 checks in the position. 1, 2. Okay, so if the queen goes, we get taken. We get taken. It's bad. What about the rook move? Okay, the rook goes. Take him out of pawn. Okay. That's pretty bad, right? Well, not so fast. Because now, the queen can slide down here and team up with the bishop, who's already staring down there. So the king can only go there, except the pawn's already guarding it. So that's just straight up mate. So we sack the rook, and then they end the puzzle for no reason. I'm trying to explain things. Get into the puzzle for no reason. Exactly. So, I'm looking at checks. We got 2 checks again. Well, I got 3 checks. That's a check as well. It's taken instantly, so we're going to rule that one out. Okay. This one we get taken as well. So, we're probably going to rule that one out. So, we go here. They can block. If they block, we have an evil move right here where we bring the bishop up and check. And the king has to move away from the queen, so we just take the queen. If the king just moves, he moves to there, we take the rook. It's a free rook. Not a bad trade. He moves to there. We bring the bishop in. And we're threatening some very bad things to them. So I believe this is our check. And again, that devastating combo where you take the queen. Free queen. I guess I wanted a free queen. We traded bishop for it, but bishop for queen is basically free. I will take it. Alright, checks, capture, attacks. Alright, what are we attacking right now? I've got these squares covered. So if the bishop moves here, or here, it's a check. Now, the rook takes up there, so let's rule that one out. What about there? King has to move right here. Okay, well, what's our follow-up? Well, we can have the bishop slide in. Knight blocked, we just take it. And it's simply mate. Unstoppable. Okay, well, the idea was there. The knight went somewhere different slightly. This move gets taken by the knight. But we still have this. And if the queen blocks, we still have the rook move. I'm not doing a good job explaining. Let me slow down. Let me slow down. Okay. So always looks for checks. These are our checks, I believe. You have 4 checks. So the knight is guarding both of these squares. So no matter which piece moves there, that's 3 of them where the knight takes whatever piece it is. So the queen ones are right out. You're never going to see a queen sack this early. Hey, Sophie on Belfort. We playing this make you more smart? It's fair. Fair comment. Don't expect anything to make you smart. But learning things is never a bad idea. I recently learned how to spoiler images in Discord and text. I'm very bad at it on mobile. I can do it on a computer, but I've never done it on mobile. Yeah, so this one you lose to this. So this is the check I'm looking at. So if we do that, well, we gotta look at the follow-ups. So knight's probably gonna take, because otherwise it's just mate. So the knight takes. We take with the queen, and no matter which way he goes, then the rook slides in. Rook slides in. Queen can block, but they don't bother. See, this is a sneaky one. Okay, let's look for checks first. We have 1 check in this position. There's 3 pieces that can just take it. Okay, what about captures? Yeah, basically there's a lot of options on PC. Yeah. So we can take the queen. That's the only piece of a note we can take. Is that the only piece we can take in a period? I believe it is. Yeah, we're... Oh, no, we can't take that because it's defended. Yeah, this is the only piece we can take. That's the only capture we have. So, unfortunately, it's just a queen trade. Or is it? If you look, our bishop is pinning that pawn to the king. So they can't take. That's a free queen. Let's take the free queen. Free queen is never a bad idea. Okay. Checks, captures, attacks. Always the idea to look for. So I got a few checks. Is that it? Okay. So right now, the queen is covering here and here. So let's start with the queen checks. If we move here, king's gonna run. Then we have the option of queen trade. Not really great. Not the worst thing ever, but not really great. Pick up the knight. We pick up the knight if we want to. Free knight. You know, could be worse. Okay, what about this one? Well, we just lose. This one, we just lose. This one, same deal, just lose. Well, what about the bishop? Bishop comes in. He can run this way. We have something like this, where, you know, the king has to keep running. And then we just move the bishop over here. And that looks like mate to me, because the rook sees it. So anything that kind of leads to mate, and if it goes the other way, then we take the rook. And it's just mate. Even faster. But they don't make us play it out. It's too early for that. This is a very common one. You'll get familiar with this if you play enough puzzles. The idea is you check that they naturally block with a pawn. You take the pawn, they take it, and the rook is exposed. You see that one occasionally at this level. Alright, we have... Oh, this is actually a neat, very nasty trap. What's my score? I have no idea. Like playing games? I don't play games. I just do puzzles. I do them to relax. I used to do them when I ate, but people wanted to see them, so I started doing them on stream.
Hello there.
I'm not smart. Alright, so this is actually a very nasty trap. So you sacrifice your queen in order for this idea. So you check, and you force the king out, and then you have this knight come in and check again, and that's just lights out. So we're gonna go ahead and do that here. Lights out. It's a very, very neat trap in games. Alright, so we got options. We can go this way, or we can go this way. We got 2 moves. We're in check. We have to do something. We can't take the rook. Not an option. So we go over. What's he gonna do? Probably something like this. Take, take, take. We go here. They can do the same thing, but we don't have the rook. So we have to move. And then we get 1 rook out of it. But we are winning no matter what. I don't know what the issue is here. Yeah. But he has nothing. He can't really check me again without losing. So I think it's the corner. Because if we go here, he can walk me away, and then he can just take the rook without any retaliation. Maybe. I think we go in the corner. Take the rook. And now we have a rook and a knight, and you got nothing, so not a bad deal. Alright, so this is a trap. This is a trap, okay? I see the trap already. Alright, checks capture attacks, so free queen, right? And I'm gonna say this is a good move. This is a fantastic move. It's a very good move. We get a queen for a bishop. Fantastic deal. But that's not the best move. They want the best move. We have one other check in this position. It's queen h7. But you say, wait, can't you just lose your queen? But no, it's pinned. It's just mate. Mate in 1. Mate in 1 is always the right move. I have black to move. I got some options. There is no way. Oh, did I forget to put the chat on? Okay, I got you. Let me close some of these things. I have too many windows up. Do I have enough windows up? No wonder I can't see anything. Is enough windows, guys? Are we good? Okay. I got the chat back up. So look at this. Okay. This might be the wildest series ever. Check. Move forward. Queen goes here. Queen takes. Pawn takes its mate. Both pawns are protecting. Yep, still playing. These go until you lose 3 times. The regular puzzles have a 3 limit per day. Let's do it. Let's go for the pawn mate. The triple pawn mate. I mean, we had some other stuff guarding, but it's still funny. Alright, checks, capture, attacks. We have no checks. You did good, Check. You did good. Hi, Dancer Fox was silly with glasses on. Alright, what about captures? Alright, we can take this bishop. Or you're doing it on timer. This is the unlimited. As long as you don't miss them, you're good. So if we go here, not only do we protect the bishop, because you can't take, because it's pinned, but we're threatening mate. But if they go like there, then we just go like here, and we're still threatening again. So, it's a big threat. We're just gonna slide around. There's nothing you can do about it at that point. Checks, captures, attacks. So first of all, I'm going to say that anything on this diagonal is going to allow the king to get out this way, because we're attacking here. If we go here, We just lose instantly. The king just takes our queen. What about here? We're guarded by the bishop. And we have the lovely Minecraft pickaxe. Checkmate. Always like that one. It's a fun one. Oh, pawn puzzles. I hate pawn in games. Part of me wants to go here. Because they push here, we just bypass them and just lock it. And then we're off to the races. If they push here, we just take and keep moving. Or no, we take that one and keep moving. And if they take it, we're just open. I like it. I don't play card games or poker. I've played poker before. I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! We just go. We go. We're gone. We're out of here. You can't stop me. Okay, we go. Alright, checks, capture, attacks. Look for checks. Get that check as well. I like this check most. Okay, so if we go here, the king can move here and take our knight. But if we go here, they can block with the bishop, that's nothing. They can go here, and then we just go here. I like the rook check. And then just go there, and it's mate. Checks, captures, attacks. Alright, so let's start out with the queen. Alright, queen goes here, gets taken. Queen goes here, gets taken. There, gets taken. There, gets taken. So, all of our queen checks get taken instantly. What about this knight check? This looks suspiciously like a back rank mate puzzle. Because look. Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you ever want to see a different one, well, you gotta be on Twitch. I don't have a lot of YouTube connectivity. But there's a random Fox redeem for 777 points that rolls one of the Fox outfits. At which point, I believe they have, what, 180, 200 active? Something like that. I don't know. I lose track. There's so many. And if you find one we've never seen before, you get a refund. 100 points. So that's going to force the king back. But now the knight's covering those two squares, and the queen can just come here. Then the rook can block. If we do badly. Oh, wait. He can't go there. He has to go here. Taco? Taco. Eat taco. Taco. Taco gone. We side up. Rook blocks. We go here. Rook blocks. We can't take it because the queen's guarding it. So we have to go here, force him over, and then go here. It's mate. That was a good one. I like that one. This wins a rook, but then they get our rook as well. Or do they get our rook? Maybe we don't even take the rook. Maybe we just make a queen and check him again. I like that idea. We just make a queen. What are you gonna do? Nothing. You're gonna die. Let's just make a queen. Yeah. And now I'm a potato. I get one compliment on model and you guys are like, oh, you need to be a potato. Thanks. Way to help my self-esteem. Alright, checks, capture, attacks. Checks, Alright, so of all these checks that we have, let's start by ruling out the obvious ones. So that gets taken, and that doesn't really do much because the king just moves away. Okay. Alright, what about here? This is the first one I saw. I'm protected by my layer of potato. The cheese cannot harm me, although I may eat it later. Oh, I opened up the Italian sage cheese. It's very good. I think it's mozzarella with sage. That's going to be very good for lunch. I'm going to like that very much. It's very good. Also, yeah, hi, Mopar. Also, I stole some food from work today. It's very good. So, the king escapes. Then we can go down here and do stuff, but it's just... He wanders off. What about this one? Check this out. If we go here, recovering the escape, king is forced back up. Well, we're still guarded by the bishop, or the rook, so we just slide in. Be that or that is mate. So I think this is just gonna be the end. Yeah. They couldn't let it stay because there's 2 right moves after that. They had so much leftover food. They ordered like food for 40 people for 9. So they had more than half the food left even after all the people in the work were scavenging. And it was like pasta with shrimp and stuff, so you can eat it. Hi, Mert. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? So yeah, I grabbed something. I wasn't sure what it was, so I just grabbed it. It was either soup or dipping sauce. Either way, it was delicious. I ate it as soup. I don't know. So this is the fork. We can win the queen. So I like winning the queen. We take that. That's pretty good. They take that. We take this. You know, we're pretty happy. What else we got? We take that. They just take... we lose our queen. So not great there. But I also grabbed, the only thing that... So the reason I grabbed the soup / dipping sauce was because it was in sealed containers. Well, it was in takeout containers. Well, here's what it is. Okay, so it's like tomatoes. It's like some kind of tomato sauce with big chunks of tomato, like spinach or sage in it with like some cheese. I mean, it was soupy, so I can imagine dipping bread in it. But yeah, I had some garlic bread, but it was fine. Yeah, I think we go for the check. I'm gonna just take the queen. I'm actually okay with this, and if I get an extra move, take that. I'm okay with it. Take the queen. Alright, take that. I think I just take this. I think I just take this bishop. They take this. I say whatever and take it, and we're happy. I'm gonna take you. What are you doing? What are you doing? What? They just give up. I think they just gave up. Okay. The puzzle just gave up. White to move. Huh, this is tricky. Okay, if we run for it... Here, if they go here... I think I just take. So if they take my pawn, I can still stop them from getting in, I believe. I just go way down here and just go around. And they can't stop me. I think I just gotta take the rook. Get the rook off the board. If I go here, if they take, I push. They push. I push with check and win their stuff. And they move out of the way, I get fast. I'm faster. Random Fox, we have the black party dress Fox. No gloves. We sacked a rook here? What does sacking the rook get for us? No, I think we just double up our rooks. Checks, capture, attacks. This is the point I'm kind of out of my depth here. So I'm just kind of guessing. I think we double up our rooks and go for the mate. Because they can't get out in time. I can't wait for what happens. Thank you for fellow shrimp. I appreciate it. This feels like an obvious check situation. I can also check there, but that doesn't really do anything. This at least wins the rook if we want the rook. I'm not even sure we want the rook. Check. Over. Check. Over. Maybe we can't take the rook because we lose our queen. So we don't win the rook no matter what we do. Check over. Well, we go here, check. Let's take with the rook. Then we take this. And we got ideas after that. I think we take it. But I like this move. I do like this move as well. But we have no real follow-up to it. I think we have to check with the bishop. Yeah, there is no other path forward. That was a weird arrow. This is brutal. Alright, check this out. If they come forward and try to take my pawn, I just push. And then they can't get out. All I have to do is like block them off and they can't get, the king can't get away. I go this way. I mean, that also allows me to run this way and take them. I can also just do opposition. Welcome back. I'm not good at pawning games. I have no idea about pawning games. I do know that moving this is an instant loss. So, moving over here is an instant loss, so it's one of these two pieces. So I can either go down and try to threaten the infinite. I can go up and try to walk my pawn in, but if he just goes this way, then I'm lost. So that can't be the right move. Because I have no recourse at that point, other than go here, but then he just goes by. So I'm gonna have to stay opposition to him. Nope, I'm wrong. Check, they have to take at that point. It's something. They can't get out of this. I come over here, they can't get out. It's just mate. Black to move. Do I just go here? They have to guard this pawn. Maybe I just push. I have to do something. I can't allow him to go there, and I can't allow him to go there. So if I go here, if he moves this, I have to check, I think. And then I'm good. But if I go here now, what's the difference? If I go here, if he just pushes, I have to push. Now we check, because we're also defending that square. That gives us time. We bought time. Put pressure on the bishop. Or let's put pressure on the bishop with a pawn. We got two moves to put pressure on the bishop. We also have this move, which threatens nothing really, but I feel like we have to put pressure on it. And if it moves, we take the rook. I feel like this is better. I feel like the bishop is better. Bishop is not better. Black to move. I see two checks. Hi, E-Passive. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Not so good with words, don't use them much myself. Ibla? Okay. Hi! Welcome, welcome. Oh, we got a lot of stuff. We need to get over there. This kind of blocks the queen from getting over there. Well, I feel like it's good. This also gets us kind of closer. 665 stream streak, that's crazy. Well, we're on our last legs. Not our best, but I'm kind of happy. If all the ones I fail are over 2,000, I'm pretty good with that. I think the best I've ever done is like 60. Sometimes you just get on fire. And I'm just, but I get out of my depth. And so people have a comment that what I do is I get out of my depth and then I just throw. I'm like, oh, that move looks good, and I just do it and it's wrong. Oh well. So I'm kind of inclined to sack a rook here. But which rook do I sack? What do I go here? Maybe it's not even that. Maybe we're trapping the... Maybe we trapped the queen. That's like the idea. The idea looks like we're trying to make something happen here. The important thing is that you're having fun. Don't stress it. Don't try to be like, oh, well, you know. The only person you're competing against is yourself. That's the important thing. And just try to learn a little bit. I usually try to teach a little bit between the 1000 and 2000 level where I'm okay at puzzles. But at this point, I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. No clue what we're trying to do here. So, I was up for checks, capture, attacks. We have no real good captures. And the only checks we have are mediocre at best. We tried doubling up a rook, but we got the RPG fox. That's a good fox. What do we do here? This allows us to get our queen in the action, but then they have this. I think we sack our knight. We'll go back and see what we missed at the end. But first we gotta fail this one. Could be. I almost wish this pawn wasn't here. Can I capture my own pawn? Oh well. Let's have a look. Alright, this one. So we go here. Do we... Okay, we don't go up. We don't go down. We just take the... Okay, just had to take it. We just had to take the pawn. Trade pawns, then we get up there faster. Because they're just a lot slower. And we're just faster. Okay, what about this one? It was the pawn. It was the pawn. I had a 50-50 and I got it wrong. So I had the right idea, just the wrong piece. And I even said the pawn, remember? I thought the bishop was better, but the bishop was not better. Okay. I told you we had to get the knight out of the way. Maybe just move. I'm just gonna move. I knew, I had a feeling it was a knight move. I just had the wrong knight move. The idea was to block it from getting there, but I guess we had to keep it from getting back here. Well, they couldn't have got there because we were guarding it. Whatever. So now we see the answer was... So I said it was here, it was actually there. There's hiding in the corner. Take the queen for some reason. Alright, puzzles for rating. Here we go. Puzzles for rating. Alright, checks, capture, attacks. We gotta find a checkmate. That's the goal. That loses a queen. That loses a queen even faster. Well, same speed, I guess. I lose a rook. Can I find a checkmate? To answer your question, no. No, I cannot find a checkmate. Can we go to bed? Pet smart. What about this idea? We're covering all the escapes. Pawn block does nothing. Queen block does nothing. It's mate. It's mate. Whew. These are devious. This is a problem. I do not like this. I kind of want to go here. If they take, we go here. Then we don't really have a threat. We go here, but then they have this move. I guess we could walk around. They don't really have any options there. Still threatening the mate. This is the. I think that's the best move. Yeah, I think and then we dodge around. We hide around. Wait, what are you doing? No, we have to go here. He's trying to go here. He's trying to get in here. We gotta get in there first. Okay, now we double up the rooks again. You wanna play silly buggers? I'll play. Alright, he's good at the game silly buggers. Attacked! Find a game-ending idea. Game-ending usually means checkmate. Yep, I want that. Alright, this is a wild idea. Okay, look at the king. King is in a box. The only space he can go is right there. If I go right here, he's completely cut off. And then that's mate. We build the mating net, so he's trapped. We just had to build the mating net, and then we just go here and it's mate. I think that's the idea. That changed nothing. You're still trapped. You have nowhere to go. And now we made it. Whew, that's a tough one. Tough one. And we got 4 points for that. Woo, 4 points. Aren't we so... happy with the 4 points we got? I'm climbing in this. I'm definitely climbing. I think when they switched this new method, I dropped like 100 points. Or 200 points really fast. And I'm just like slowly buckling down and getting back to it. I finished my tea. I think the orange has really helped me with my focus. I have a constant comment tea. It's black tea with oranges. It's very good. I do like the Earl Grey too, though. And I have like a berry pomegranate Neo water. Very good. Okay, we're gonna switch games again. Or now, we're switching games. I'm gonna get the music going. I'm gonna go ahead and go brush before we get started, so we have a little bit of a clean break here. Plus, I gotta brush eventually, so I'm gonna go ahead and change both streams names. Alright, FFXIV. I'll have the music going though. Alright, and we'll run 2.5 minute ad. Seem sound good? Okay. 2.5 minute ad. Brushy. I'll be right back. Yeah, we gotta keep the ads. We gotta get rid of the ads. I hate the pre-roll ads. If I could turn off ads entirely, I would. And I'll tell you when I get back, okay? I'll be right back.
Two sparks igniting. We left some space for us to breathe. My head is quiet now. I can rest in peace, 'cause you are more than enough, more than enough. Feeling the rush, feeling the rush. Burning in love, burning in love. Two souls united. This roaring blaze is soaring free. If you ever get tired of love, I'll sing you gently to sleep, 'cause you're still more than enough, more than enough. Feeling the rush, feeling the rush. Burning in love, burning in love. I won't fall when I'm picking you up. With my hand I will be strong enough. Our love is stronger, and I'll be here. My lead, now we're taking the jump. My pride, 'cause I know you're the one. Our love is stronger. Baby, I know that it's stronger than yesterday.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let us move on. Oh, this is a good Murder Fox song. She's an itty bitty spider with down to waist. I should stop music before I did this. Final Fantasy 14. A little bit late. On Endwalker. Yes, Endwalker. We just had our elephant rain. And I believe that's where we stopped for the night. The rain of elephants on the beach. Scarlett's gonna be so jealous she missed all this. Let's do it. Yeah, I was so angry at work. They had so much food. And it was all stuff that, like, wouldn't keep. I really wish I could have... I really need to, like, take some Tupperware to work. Because I would have filled some Tupperware with pasta and just brought it home. Because they wasted probably, like, $50 of pasta or $100 of pasta. I wonder where they went. So I wish I knew where they... I don't know where they got it from. Who knows? No clue. Anyway, what are we doing? It's pouring out rain. Let us... Oh, we left the beach to come over here so we can change our outfit. I'm turning into my mother, Jack. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't want to turn into my mother. My mother literally would take like a dozen Tupperware containers to like Thanksgiving dinner. And she'll fix like, you know, plates for everybody to take home. Mostly me, because she's worried about me starving. I can't imagine why she thinks I'm starving. You know, when I got down to 127 pounds a couple months back. I'm back up. I'm hovering around 134 right now. So I'm about where I want to be, my target weight. I was talking to somebody else today, and she said I should probably be targeting 145, not 135. But, you know, after a discussion of my mental state, she's like, yeah, I get it. You know, mental blocks are hard to overcome. And she said she was proud of me for trying. So, I don't know. I'm very pleased. Also, in case you, I didn't say, I don't know if I talk about this much on stream. My laser appointment got, canceled because, we're having, snowpocalypse coming. And so, the place is going to be closed on my appointment day, which is Tuesday. So they asked me if I want to reschedule for the next week, and I said, yes, please. And they scheduled me for the next week at the same time, so. One more week. So I will soon be the hairiest I've been in a while. Wild, I know. Is that stream safe? I don't know. Yeah, I'm inclined to stay here. I need to cut back on sweets. One thing about trying to gain weight is I got into the habit of just eating whatever I wanted. Without thought, and that is really bad for someone that's always hungry. I am always hungry. I am hungry. I can eat right now. If someone brought me food, I would eat it right now. Luckily, there's no one to bring me food, so nobody's gonna bring me food, but anyway. That's after dinner. I had a salad, and I had that soup slash sauce thing. Ow. Cheese? I like cheese. Yeah. I stole a cannoli also at work. I stole a cannoli and a breadstick. A cannoli has some kind of like sweet cheese inside of, yep, the giant cheese. Have you ever seen the giant cheese before? So for those of you who aren't familiar, there's a lot of redeems here on this channel. A lot of them have secrets. They have secret, things that are just like random occurrences. So, had no rest, have you? You never were one for being idle. Right, Barsham betas come to Megaduda at our earliest convenience. Those should join us there once they have finished tending the visitors. You missed. Oh wait, on second thought, you and the students should go on ahead. I need to make a quick detour by the great work. We left Graha in the octopus here, you see. Best to fetch him before he's crammed into a specimen jar. Just you and me then. Guard through the gate should wave us through. So I'm gonna say, the Dropbox is a default redeem. So, like, the throw cheese, that's something that we put in. I say we. Okay, so, here's the problem. Alright, I'm gonna show you something. Give me a second. I need to put up technical difficulty so you can't see this. Give me a second. Okay, I just gotta find it. Okay, here we go. Okay, there should be nothing secret here, so I'm gonna show you the reason why I got rid of it. So, where can I find it? Now I gotta find it. Can I redeem it here? Maybe I can trigger this? Okay, here we go. Alright, so I'm gonna send a signal. This is the poke catch, I believe. This is why it's gone. It broke for some reason. I have no idea what happened to it. This is what happens if you try to catch me. So, it's broken. Oh, there's the redeem. It's just broken. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know why it's doing that. So I just disabled it until I can figure out what's going on with it. I just haven't had time for it. So that's why it's disabled. It hasn't been a high priority. It is on my list, though. It's on my list of things I want to fix. I'm just not exactly sure where to start, because I don't know what happened to it or why that just started doing that one day. It's possible it has something to do with an update. Chat version of it? Of the catch? Interesting. I understand. You're free to enter at your leisure. As I cannot leave my post, I'm afraid you must make your own way. You require direction to the city. The teacher station at the fountain atop the steps should be glad to assist you. I mean, there's a lot of chat things that I could do. I just haven't really focused on the chat area. Maybe that's something to consider. I've focused on redeems for the most part. I've been to Radzat before. This place is a veritable maze. I was getting lost. We'd best ask for directions to the sentry at the fountain. Either way, don't expect me to ask your tour guide like certain others. Oh, now we can touch these things. I mean, it's doable. It sounds like it's just a text thing. I'm Mr. Sakela, I presume. I understand you're here for an audience with the satrap. You require directions to Megajuda. I should be glad to provide them. Satrap is situated in Dharma, the highest part of Radzat. They are ordinarily recommend a route to take you by the bazaars in the city's north. To stay alert, however, most of the businesses are currently closed and the Aetheryte disabled. As such, I'll provide you with an alternate path. First, please ascend the steps next to this fountain, then continue left. There will be more steps, and upon ascending them, you emerge on access path. Proceed through the large door on the right. You'll arrive at Rubida Fibers. When you find no sentry, he'll give you further guidance. Holy crap! Where should we head up? Sounds straightforward enough. Well, all of us can just jump. Wait, there's something this way. I thought Sidian was going to be a tour guide. We clearly went the wrong way, though. I think. I guess I know about this portal. It leads to a nearby isle. A treasure vault of one of Radzat's wealthiest families. They took the god of luck for their guardian, on account of which they occasionally opened up a section of their vaults. For aspiring treasure hunters to try their own luck, or so they say. There are also coffers hidden across the land that access portals. Find one and you gain access to the vault. Something to bear in mind in case you exhaust your funds while on the road. It's a troublesome experience, as I can personally attest. Alright, obviously we can't go through here, because that's not going to open. So I have to go up. Where do the stairs go? They go up. I can't remember what he said. Left? Okay, Pax's path, that's what he said. Then we need to go to this door to the right. Into Megaduda, are you? In that case, please follow this hallway to my right and go through the door at the top of the stairs. You emerge the entrance to the airship landing, where another stranger should be on hand to assist you. I got the chat set up wrong. There we go. Instantly, if you ascend the steps to either side of me, you'll find the workshop of Movie Doth Fibers. Though you're free to observe the artisans, take care not to lose your way. I wasn't listening to him. Thavnarian weave. Hard to imagine more vibrant stuff. I dare say Emmerich would be partial to the gold thread. And the blue, of course. He loves his blue. I also like blue. And purple. Never put much thought into what I wear. A spare set of clothing is usually all I carry. If that isn't enough, I can always obtain something locally. What are you posting? Yeah, I'll take a look at that at some point. That's one of those things you have to remind me off stream. I try not to do too much new stuff midstream, because it really takes us out of the moment. Okay. Yeah, there's just I work on stuff tomorrow. You're here for an airship. I'm afraid all fights have been suspended until further notice. So a state of alert is still in effect. Perhaps it's for the best. That's how we're not here for an airship. We have business at Megaduda. Oh, in that case, permit me to direct you. The mirror is quite simple, really. Send these steps and then continue straight ahead and across the bridge. You cannot miss it. I'm not power leveling. You act like I'm power leveling. I fought some stuff. I fought the dragon, and the dragon gave me like 10 levels. And so then I somehow I worked out almost perfectly so that I got almost exactly 40 defense from the dragon fight. That is the quest, because it gave me like 18,000 experience. I ended up needing like 200 more experience to get dragon runite armor. Rune armor? Whatever. I remember passing by here with Varshan. The situation being as it was, he regretted not being able to show us the sights. Life has yet to return to normal here, but when it does, you ought to pay another visit. The city is confusing. The food is quite good. I'm partial to hamset myself. The meat is surprisingly tender and flavorful. Oh, is that all you gotta say? Nope. Squawk! Squawk! Right, they're smart, too. I think knew I was talking about him. We were talking about eating him. I missed that one there, but whatever. Or wait, did I get that one? Who knows? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. There'll be other opportunities. I think it's gonna be another cold night. They can't decide. So, based off the weather, depending on who you ask and when you ask, that is which channel and which service, we're either gonna get like 1 inch of ice or 26 inches of snow. Anything in between. You need 2 feet? They can't decide what I'm getting. So, no idea. But unless, if I don't lose power, stream will continue unabated. I touched that, right? Yeah. If I do lose power, then obviously I won't be streaming. Greetings and welcome to Megaduda. May I inquire after your business? Oh, you want to hear something crazy? So my mother texted me last night. She's like, hey, call me. It's not urgent, but call me in the next 2 days. I'm like, okay, I'll call you tomorrow. And then I forgot about it, naturally. So she texted me at work. And she's like, hey, I meant call me, you know, after 9 a.m., not 9 p.m. I was like, okay, I'll call her now. So I called her. All right, what is it? What's not urgent that you need to talk to me about? Oh, we just want to remind you, it's going to get cold this weekend. And you need to make sure your faucets are dripping. I'm like, I've been living on my own for years. I know how to handle cold weather. I'm pushing 90, Mom. How many of you believe that I'm 90 years old? Greetings, welcome to Megaduda. May I inquire after your business? Your members of Science have dawn come at the invitation of His Excellency. Of course, we've been expecting you. I'll show you into the audience chamber if you'll please follow me. I mean, she acts like I'm still a teenager. Yep. Could have been a text.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
I'm happy with you, thank you.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Oh no, I think I forgot to switch this. I'm kidding. I think I fixed it. Told you. Actually, I think this was right from the beginning.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Maybe? I don't know. I missed one of them.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales.
Deal, we'll take them.
Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
You know what bothers me about this? Okay, so Bandana or whoever raised hundreds, if not thousands, of these towers over the course of like a weekend. I told you. Nobody listened to me. They're like, they're oranges. I'm like, no, they're too big for oranges. There is no such thing as an orange the size of a bunch of bananas. Oh, the tower. So, okay, so they raised all the towers like overnight across the whole world. Boom. Hundreds of towers up. Okay, let's say we go destroy them all. Are we sure they can't just do it again? And just replace the tower overnight again? I don't know. Yeah, okay.
Alchemists
that's my
throughout the
concern.
land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
Alright. They have magic, I
We
think.
are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzat Khan will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
Oh, look at that. Ow. Oh.
'Tis of no moment, a mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
I will say, if we did want to try a startup, I'm hesitant to keep restarting RuneScape. Because I like that we have 3 people that are semi-active at the moment. I would like to do the 5 at some point too, but I'm getting tired of restarting. Can we not heal him?
Albeit brief. My involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been
If we do that, I want 5, okay? If we do that, I want to get 5 people. So we need a 5th. We need a 5th if we do that. And we need people committed. I believe Czech was somewhat committed.
In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance.
Zarek said nope. So Zarek, if we restart, you're not in? Got it.
Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
It's fine.
Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift. Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydaelyn to whom you must look for answers.
That's a cute elephant statue. Wait,
Seek
also...
you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort.
That might be an orange. I think that's the pomelo.
'Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one?
It's a good question.
To which Midgardsormr did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope.
Huh.
He believed so long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since.
My grandmother collected clowns. Not the one that died last week, the other one. She died some years ago.
Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydaelyn does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
I don't think he died one of them when she passed away.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Funny green idiots. What are fun? What? Okay, I gotta know. What funny green idiot? What are you talking about? Is that a thing?
A moment.
Oh, okay.
There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor. 'Tis thee.
Hey, I consider all you guys my friends, Pixels. I know I don't reach out every day, but I try to always be available to talk. Somewhat. I mean, I do work, so it's kind of hard to, you know, work. I wish you could be here with us now.
I know of his clash with Omega, and the long slumber which was his price. Yet even closed in sleep, my father's eyes are far from blind. He is watching over thee, watching over this world.
Wait! Hang on, that was not... Hang on. What? The tails are all color. Hold on. Okay, that's not... Okay, that's here. Okay, hold on. You guys can see this. There's nothing private here. That was the hug bomb, right? I think the hug bomb is down here. Okay, I'm dragging this with me. Because when I find it... So brick. There's the box. Where is Hug Bomb? I've really got to do something and organize this a bit better. Listen, like, do you know how long it would take to color code all this crap? Look at all this crap. Hug Bomb, found it. Okay, so this needs to go... Okay, this needs to go away. This needs to go away, and then we just do this. Alright, hold on. There we go. Fix it. Okay. So Hug Bomb did not have the right tail animation attached to it. Is it fixed? Fixed it. So now, rather than having it so before, what it did is it called up the tail. I only have like 8 colors, Alric. Also, how do I know what color the Twitch medium is? They're all the same. Oh, I guess so, they aren't. It's random. Like, I didn't do that logically. I just did whatever I felt like. So it's just gonna be just as random. I just won't know what it is.
'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsonar's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, weal enmeshed with woe. Amidst this tangled knot thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
How many hours do you think I've spent on this game so far on stream? I know I spent a couple hours farming stuff off stream. Like 400? Does that sound about right? 400 hours of story? Oh, no. So many lost. We have to keep moving forward.
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss.
For the ones we've lost, and for those we can yet save.
Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
I can hardly agree with that.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
See, now now they know, like, because I keep collapsing randomly.
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
War never changes, nor does it ever end. There's just brief pauses. That's this, right? Yep. So what were you and Feature talking about? Nothing? Very well, if you say so. Those have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let's catch up to them. Tana was kind enough to give me directions to the High Crucible. First, let's return to the mulberry orchard. I don't know about that. I know, like, ant colonies have wars. There's other territory animals that have wars. Here we're supposed to follow the path left and past the mulberries. Touch this. I just feel lucky to have so many friends that spend some time with me every afternoon. Quoting an old niche meme culture? Oh, that's fine. The street turns into the door straight ahead, then descend to the steps. I thought the Crystarium was confusing, but it doesn't compare to Rods at Han. Architecture and decorations make it even hard to get your bearings. Okay, let's see where this door takes us. I've been trying to post in Discord when I'm streaming, but I forgot to today. It's an unfortunate habit. Well, it's a habit I need to develop. And here's the Aetheryte Plaza. So far, so good, and there isn't much further to go. Here we see to cross to the other side of the hall, then pass through the larger of the two doorways. Exclusive lies beyond. Like the others have already collected the warning scales. Come, let's join them. Definitely want to touch this. Premise on the base that Aetheryte has been temporarily disabled. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is always meant to be a chill stream. Someone described me as explosive the other day, which is very wild, because I would never describe myself as explosive. Apparently, I sometimes shout when I get excited, mostly during Silksong. But Silksong is done now. Or last, of course, but at least we found the place. Oh, did I ever mark it done?
These are the talismans we were promised.
I guess so. I still got 2 in queue, but we're gonna wait till it's over.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for.
Now, quick count. Lots. Excellent.
Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Yeah, we're going to equip an army. That's the plan.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Battles just started. The wars just started.
We could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations.
They're waiting for us. But I'll follow you, Stola. Wherever you want to go.
Of course, we would need to consult with various Alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
Yeah, it's a shame he took a job where he can't come to stream very often. I still speak to him from time to time.
We shall share the burden then.
Although last time we spoke, he complained because I canceled a DVD on Saturday.
Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
I just go forward and hit myself with my
Please,
axe.
I must speak with you.
Oh, hi. I thought I heard the pitter-patter of giant feet coming.
Nidana, you're awake.
Well, she was only in
Yes.
power for a few hours.
When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption.
Of course you do. You saw the
It
source
seems
material
I've been
now.
asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come. As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta. And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thavnair from an awful fate.
Yeah, we're just trying to avert the apocalypse again. How many times have we done that? Like 6 times? 4 times?
Yet who hath truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
Let's do it.
The talisman? Is this true?
I don't know how I'd even open that box.
Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas. It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
I mean, yeah, you saved your country. Ah! I'm glowing!
Look at that. Its color is completely changed.
Is that hope? Happiness? Joy?
What do you have there?
It's a flower. It's a mood flower.
How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Who? What? Akasha?
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
It's just a flower that glows. It's a mood flower.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
Foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows. Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions. Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities.
Yeah?
That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research.
Yeah, nobody wants to fund research if there's no tangible benefits.
Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Nonsense. You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
So now put it away and it's no longer glowing.
Shall we depart for Charlian then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the Annex.
Why can't I just stuff
And we
them
will
in
be
my
in
bag?
touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
Sure thing, Tancred. I'll go to sleep. Try and take care of me. What? Yes. I think we gotta go brush. So we're gonna not answer that question, other than with yes, and we're gonna go brush. Alright, so I'll be right back. 2.5 minutes again, and boop. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Also, I never got my weapon that I was supposed to get. I'm just gonna check real quick and see if there's any updates for the tracking. Still says in transit, so looks like it arrived at a processing center today in the United States. So it's somewhere. It's in the country. Yeah, somewhere in the country. Good to know. It has made it into the country. Okay. Gotta go back. I hope so. I may or may not assemble it because I have to travel with it. So I assume there's gonna be some assembly required. Otherwise, it's gonna suck to travel with it. Because I believe it's about 4 feet long. That's gonna be very hard to travel with safely. It's good to be back, and with the fruit of our labors safely in storage. Now we have but to wait for the others to return for their respective meetings with the Alliance leaders. I suggest you should get some rest in the meantime. Oh, we actually go to our room. Welcome back, Caleb. Kyla surprised me with your recent accomplishments. What an amazing feat to eliminate a tower and pave the way to deal with the rest. What isn't much, I've changed your sheets and pumped up your pillow. After all, there's nothing like collapsing a nice clean bed after completing a major milestone. Be it pinning a thesis or defeating deiform entities. Did he just equate finishing a thesis with killing a deity? Or something that looks like a deity? Whatever. So would you like to take a look at your new and improved lodgings now? Did we ever see the old ones? Archon loaf. This is the food that just is very nutritional, but it's very bad. Very bad tasting. It looks like I'm sleeping on a rock. The flower's back to a dull, stressed color. Still pretty.
Take heart and protect them well.
Do you want me takeout?
Good, you're here. You haven't eaten yet.
It is takeout. She got takeout if you take
I've
out.
bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
I'm excited. We got food. I was joking, but yeah, they have me take out. Got donuts, cookies, burgers. Is that a pizza? Yeah. I was really hoping that burger would fall out the back of it. That'd be really funny. Why is there a coin in it? Wait, what? Wait, is there a coin in it? Oh, it is falling out the back of it. They thought of everything.
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well. But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Charlian cuisine is not to his liking.
Oh, why was the pickle yellow? It looked like a coin.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time
Look how
apart.
big that cookie is.
What? To perfect his brooding stare? Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Charlian feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
Another RPG
An
fox.
excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
I am hoping that once we get the new models set up, there will be a the transition will be the same for all of them. It should be faster. Aren't they much smaller?
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Quile, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done. If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes?
Yep. That's actually a food item in the game. I think I have one in my inventory somewhere.
'Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it?
Yeah, it's making me... I'm
Come
always
to
hungry.
think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radsat Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt. The relief of a people with renewed hope.
Yeah, I've had enough food for a day. No more food for me. I got
Indeed.
my water here and my last pill.
And in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day.
Okay.
Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively.
Also, I'm
in
just gonna
battle.
say, the way that cookie crunched, I don't want to. I prefer
Mayhap
soft
I
cookies.
simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume.
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion.
What, cookie? What are you talking? Well, put it in your ear. Put what in my ear?
They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
Oh.
Wait, what song? What are you talking about? See, this is what should happen at the end of a feast. All the food is gone. Not like the people at work where they eat like half of it and then it just goes to waste. They could have fed like 20 more people. Shall we call it a night?
One last cup of tea, then. Dickon said this brew helps relax the mind before bed. And gave us some leaves for free.
I have some tea for that, but I always want caffeine, so I never drink it. Look at the green. Camaraderie. Mood flower. Yeah, it's too late. Everything's closed, Pixels. He shed his dump truck with all the exercise. What do you do?
Ah! Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that. I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom.
Actually, Xenos isn't gonna mind, because, let me guess. He's gonna say that's fine, because I get all the towers, then I come to this one, and I get a fighter. Again, that's what I want.
Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the ether. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes questionable.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
He's got on more eye makeup than I normally wear.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No. All else is equal.
I could be. You don't know.
Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke.
I'm sorry, Zark. I have one. I mean, you can always buy one from the store. There's a bow store in Virak, I believe. I would give it to you, because I'm not using it right now.
But then came the light. Blinding
I'm not on
and
right
pure
now.
and hot. So very hot. Enough to set my soul aflame.
Oh.
I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more. And then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before.
Oh, cool.
Burn. Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Thank you, Pixels.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless,
What is that emote?
you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too.
I mean, your dream is to die.
Yes. I think that is something we can both enjoy.
I still remember reading something at one time where one of the characters basically said that it was a robot, sentient robot. What do you call it? AI had become sentient, and there were tons of robots that were sentient, millions or billions of them. And so one robot, no, just a robot, is sentient. Believe that, sure. Forget what it's called. It's a robot. And so, this robot believed that, robots become a danger to people. And so he believed that his mission was to destroy all the robots. And his partner was this robot that only cared about himself. Very, very selfish robot. And so he was a reluctant ally because, you know, one robot literally wants to kill him. And so the robot, to get him on side, said, well, listen, you know, the only difference between what you want and what I want is one robot. I want you dead, and you want to live. So can we just, like, compromise and, like, you, like, live, and we just work together and kill all the other robots? So it's very interesting that, like, oh yeah, you know, genocide is perfectly acceptable. For the record, I believe that any creature that gains sentience, whether it's artificial or natural, should not be murdered. Oh, there you are, feeling refreshed, I hope? I was about to make my way to the studio as it happens. I want to try and speak with Scholar Monteshane, whatever. And thank you for coming to rescue in the Rostra. As it turns out, he come here to see us following the hearing, only to find out we'd already departed for Thavnir. Knowing him, he's probably hoping to chew the cut out with his former students. So I'm still waiting for your stolen the others. I thought now the perfect time to pay a visit. Care to join me? It's settled. The twins will be coming too, assuming Alfred can tear himself away from his new toys. I'll let you rally the troops while I go ahead to Phenomenon. Considering my recent impropriety, perhaps I should avoid showing my face around the studio for a time. That might be for the best. If others should return, tell them we will not be long. Of course, on the other hand, I also remember reading Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I think it was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's either that or Futurama, where they solved the meat dilemma, the ethical meat dilemma, by breeding a creature that wanted to be eaten. And so it literally showed itself off to the people eating and say, oh, you know, my sides are very tender. They're very good. Oh, the thighs are very good. You know, I work out with them daily just so they'll taste better. And it's just a creature that just wants to be slaughtered and eaten. And they're very happy about it. Honestly, it could go either way. Hang out for a stroll? Let's find out. Look it up. I told you I was right. It's restaurant at the end of the universe. It's Hitchhiker's Guide. The Meekleon Major Cow. City Boa introduces itself to diners and suggested cuts of its own body, like shoulder or rump, for their meals, fitting a profound moral commentary for the characters. Random Fox. We have... This was definitely new. We have Laboratory Fox. I am sure this was new, because I saw this in the list the other day. I'm 100% sure we have not seen it yet. So Kyrell gets a random new fox. Heading out for a stroll. Dark himself is here? In that case, what are we waiting for? I shouldn't be eager to see him, but I'm somewhat glad the thought of visiting the studio. I guess our notoriety precedes us. What's the problem, Zoe? You could have taken a picture if you hadn't said anything. Alpha of all people worrying over his reputation. And at our alma mater, no less. But wonders never cease. Understand soon enough. Off we go. Oh. Have you? It's just bad luck. There's still foxes we haven't seen yet. I could try making the winter ones more common somehow. That could be fun. Here it is, phenomenon. Well, I expect you to made note of it before. One can hardly miss it. It's the first time you've been here on official business, correct? Well, most of the space is taken up by the expansive auditoriums. It also houses numerous laboratories, testing grounds for experimental magics, and host administrative offices and so forth. As a center of what would later become the Sutium, it was established to promote the study of etherological phenomena, hence the name. Though with ether being a fundamental aspect of nature, its scope expanded to include every conceivable facet of life, and even the universe itself. And then in the 432nd year of the sixth astral era, the phenomenon was decreed complete, and the studium officially opened as a place of learning. The long and storied history is without question the world's leading authority in etherology, the arcane, the occult, astromancy, and countless other fields standing proud as Charlian's foremost educational institute. I always did enjoy giving the grand tour to new students. Indeed, I've since lost track of how many times he's recited that same popish speech, such as his undying love for his old stamping ground. He was in top form back then, youngest into the studium, graduated with the highest honors in magical arts and etherology, undisputed champion of the debating chamber. Hold on, you both joined the studium at the same age, yes? If where I stand, you're equally prodigious scholars. Nice for you to say, but Alphino actually entered half a year before me. Nor did I do well enough to graduate with honors, and I certainly am not the student's most notorious master debater. He's a master debater, too? In all respects have I ever been in his shadow. Nothing else, just remember this was where the legend of Alphino Levio began. We suspect everyone to be fully aware of our recent escapades. Hopefully we'll be somewhat more welcome here than we were at the last stand. I know better than anyone the adoration the student body has for Alphino. With a bit of luck, it might work to our advantage. But there's no time like the present. First thing first, let's look for Scholar Monteshane. Other faculty tend to frequent their offices, but unfortunately for us, he's fond of wandering wheresoever his whims take him. Let's put up an ask the students if they've seen it. Nice place. That was Alphino Levia, wasn't it? The Alphino Levia. He's with his sister and Master Baudisian's granddaughter. This can only mean one thing, an event of epoch-shattering proportions fast approaching. Spread the word. Oh, sorry, I said you're looking for the scholar. Yes, knowing him, he could be anywhere. Miss Aleapo should have a better idea. That's quite a name. Kia Leopo? Wait, that's almost Kai's name and mine mashed together. There's Leah there and almost Kai as well. Weird. I lost one off in the street paths. One ran off the street paths. Wait, don't tell me you're a trainee cleaner fresh off the guild ship. I'm right, aren't I? That's a problem. Yeah. So AI is becoming a serious problem. I probably shouldn't get into it on stream just because of how divided people are. But everything from gaming to life itself is at risk. Not because of AI doing things like in Terminator, but because of people putting so much effort into AI that it ruins everything around it. It's basically just kind of going to raise electricity prices. It's going to raise computer part prices. It's going to take up a lot of fresh water. That's going to make it hard to find water to drink, which is going to raise water prices. There's just a lot of resources that it's taking away from people. And in exchange, we get slop. I'm getting tired of reading articles where it's basically just AI generated with bad grammar and everything, and it's just clickbait. I really worry. I saw something that I hope is fake, but basically the idea was that Amazon wants people to rent their computers. So rather than, so people wouldn't, or not rent their computers, but they basically, everybody will have a basic computer. And so if you want to play a game, you have to rent gaming PC server space at one of these AI data farms. And you just pay like a monthly subscription fee for them to use the processing power to run whatever game you want to play. So you won't actually own a gaming PC. You'll just like pretend you have one. And you also won't buy games, you'll rent games as well. Yep. Welcome to the future. They want everything to be subscription based so you own nothing. And they own everything. Honestly, if I were bigger, there would probably be a copycat of me somewhere. And they would just be like, they would just take they would have fed all of my streams into it, of which I've had hundreds, thousands of streams. So they would just feed it, and then they would be an exact copy of me playing some game, and it would just be my commentary, just as if it were me. So, yeah, very easy to do. And I made it super easy because I put all my stuff up on YouTube. Pretty good, cleaner fresh off the guild ship. I'm right, aren't I? Oh, how silly of me. An orientation is in order. I'm individual. Well, we're welcome to Searchers Meet. Yep. I've already seen it with, I think Fillion got copied. Some of the major VTubers have been copied. Here's the question. What is the most important thing you'll find in the studio? That's right, books. What's the second most important? That's simple. Everything else. See, that's the other thing. Okay, so for someone to make an AI copy of a popular VTuber, okay? Let's not name any names. Let's say you take somebody. Let's say do I have him on my current list? I don't have any big ones on here, but let's say somebody gets like 1,000 views. Okay. So let's say you get a copycat, and that copycat streams 24/7 because it's just a copycat AI thing. They can go 24/7. So it's always up. Some people are going to be confused, and they're going to click on the copycat thinking they're clicking on the streamer they want to see. Especially if you make the name similar enough. And so you're probably going to get dozens, if not hundreds, of views over the course of a day. And that's more than I get. So they're going to be making, like, as much money as I'm making. Which is not a lot, but yeah, they can get banned. But it doesn't cost anything to do that. Like, it costs them like $20 And in the time they do that, they get, you know, it takes time to get banned. It's like the people that sell currency in RuneScape or on Final Fantasy XIV or on World of Warcraft. Yeah, they get banned, but it takes them like 6 months to ban them. And at that time, they make enough money to do it 100 times. So, that's the other thing I was going to tell you guys. So, I wish I could kill all ads entirely. And I'll tell you exactly why. So, I'm going to look at my ads, or my revenue. In the past month, from ads, it's actually more than I thought it was. Anybody want to guess a number? In the past 30 days, I believe. How much have I made from ad revenue? From a period from December 31st, or 23rd, I'm sorry, December 23rd to January 21st. How much money have I made on ads? That's an excellent guess, but it's lower. Anybody else want to guess? Ooh, very close, Elric. It's actually higher than that. I know, I was shocked too. Lower than that. Alright, we had 3 guesses. Alright, so I'm just going to share. So from straight ads, I've made $1.10 in the past 30 days. But I also get money from people that have turbo that skip. So that adds another 77 cents. So I totaled almost $2 from ads the past month. That's why I want to get rid of ads entirely, because they do nothing. I don't care about them. They don't give me money. Who cares? So, it's actually more than it used to be. I used to make like a 20 cents a month. I must be getting more views. So now imagine someone that gets like, you know, dozens, like, have you watched or subbed? I currently have 57 subscriptions running, active right now. I think most of those are gifted. Yeah, the ads, I only run them when I go brush my tail because I'm gone anyway. Alright, sorry, I got distracted. I keep getting distracted. I am just unfocused today. That's right, books. What's the second most important? Why, that's simple. Everything else. That's what we deal with here in Searchers Meet. Whenever students or tutors find themselves in need for equipment or materials, they come to us. If we don't have it in our stores, we send the cleaners off to find it. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the requests we get. I have Pesa this, tongue of Gigantito that. Start to make your hair stand on end. Which is possibly what some of our students are trying to accomplish, this being a school of magic and all. As a newest cleaner, you have your work cut out for you, but I think you'll find it quite rewarding. I don't have many miscellaneous defects in my time, but I'm no cleaner. Are you subbed? I don't know. So what you're telling me is you're not a cleaner? Yes, exactly what you said, isn't it? You're looking for a scholar? I'm afraid we don't have any of those in stock, but I can... Oh, you mean him? He was here, but now he's not. I did speak with him shortly before you arrived, though. He said he was on his way to Baker's Meat. Right away he came in, you'll see it on the opposite side of the entrance. It's a laboratory of sorts. Home to many rare and expensive curios, not to mention alarmingly frequent accidents. If you lose your way, just follow the blood-curdling screams. Hey, I've got laboratory fox heading into the laboratory. Hi. Time's taking me to tell you all this. The scholar's probably already left. Best luck finding him. I have a feeling you need it. Oh, I could also see the last months, the previous period was about the same. Actually, it was a little bit lower the previous period. So, I'm averaging far less than $2 a month. I'm averaging less than $2 a month on ads. So, 24 bucks a year. Not exactly gonna break the bank with that one. I'm probably making more now because I'm running ads regularly, even if people don't actually watch them. So yeah, have an ad block. I don't care. Go for it. This scholar was just here a short while ago. He offered me advice on my current research product. Maybe buy myself lunch? Nah, I'll probably save it for, I save all the money I make from stream, and I buy things I need with it for stream. The last thing I bought was a hard drive. I also found a little bit to buy new model outfits for Kylo to play with. So that's yeah, that's kind of where all of my money goes for it. But most of the money I've earned in stream in the past couple of years is sitting in a bank account earning interest. Mostly because I know that if this PC dies, I can't afford to replace it without having that money there. So I'm kind of saving for that. This scholar was here a short while ago. He offered me advice on my current research product. There was smuggling. I don't recall him mentioning where he was planning to go next. When part of ways, he went down the corridor and passed to one of the auditoriums. Got him! Likewise, Pixels.
Ah, I remember you.
Yeah, mine's only like 2 years old. I think I bought it in 2024. And I got to write it off of my taxes because technically streaming is a business. So, that counted as a loss on my taxes. So basically, I reduced my income tax. I got a nice refund because of that.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
But I couldn't do that. I did the same thing.
Well, I could hardly let that Inquisition go unchallenged.
I do that with a lot of stuff. So I write off video games that I buy for stream. I write off equipment for stream. I write off my internet bill. So, but yeah, so it's very handy. But the problem is, because this is a business, if I take a loss more than 2 years out of every 5, I will get a lot of the government will be very curious about what I'm doing. And I don't want that. So I've been careful with my expenses the past couple years. Because I took a loss the first 2 years. And so now I've had 2 years in the black. I need 1 more year in the black, which is this year. And then next year I can take a loss again. If I want to. I don't want to take a loss. But if I wanted to make a major expense, that would be the time to do it. There is an idea I've had that I would like to do. I don't know if we are currently capable of doing it. So I'm just going to mention to Kylo, hey, I have an idea. Can you poke me about an idea for a model? And I will talk to you about it off stream and see if it's possible. It's probably not possible with what we have. Okay, I'm gonna level with you. Let's speak Fox time. Listen. I play dumb a lot. A lot. I used to be very smart. But I find that I'm happier not being so smart. But when I sit down to do taxes and stuff, that's me versus the government. And I want to be as smart as possible. So I seek out every advantage. I do my own taxes. I seek out every advantage to the point where I am getting back. I expect to get back a few $1,000s this year. Basically, I expect to get a refund on basically all of my taxes this year. Just like I did last year. So we'll see how that goes. But if they would give me my W-2, I can start my taxes. I tried to start my taxes last week, and my company won't do my W-2 yet. We're 3 weeks into the year. Where's my W-2? Anyway, moving on. I can't let that Inquisition go unchallenged.
I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the Annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you.
Oh, I'll also say this, for any of my American viewers, I highly recommend you go onto like a TurboTax website and make an effort at doing your own taxes. My taxes are far more complicated than yours, most likely, I assure you. Because I have investments and the stream and a job. And I could do it. But I recommend you at least try it, because that will help you understand a little bit more about taxes. I cannot tell you how many times I've talked to people who are afraid to get a pay raise because they believe it'll put them in a higher tax bracket. And I know I'm speaking gibberish to people in Europe, probably, but that's not how taxes work. Yeah, I mean, it is how taxes work, but you don't lose money by going into a higher tax bracket. So the way, hold on. I want to show you guys something. My constant distraction. Okay, here we go. All right, so the way taxes work is like this. Okay, so let's say you make $100,000 a year. Okay, so I'm not gonna. These numbers are wrong. I'm just making up numbers. So this is how much money you make. $100,000. Ooh, you made $100,000. Sorry, it's very bright. I know. All right, so there's tax brackets, okay? So this tax brackets, let's say this is 30K. 30,000. This tax bracket is 66,000. And this tax bracket is 90,000. Okay? And let's say this is 15%. And this tax bracket is 18%. This tax bracket is 21%. So, and also the zero. Okay, so the zero, so from here to here, you pay 0%. I can't draw. 0%. For the first 30,000 you make, you pay 0% on it. So you get 30,000. Straight to you. All right, now, the next 30,000 you make, you get charged 15%. So this 30K times 0.85. Anybody got a calculator? I don't get a calculator on my phone. Calculator on my phone. I don't want to do it in my head because if I'm wrong, you guys will laugh at me. So I just want to do it right. Alright. So you get 25,500, okay? And then the next tax bracket is another 30K, 18%. So times 0.82. Alright, so we do that. And you get 24,600. And then the last 10,000, you charge 21%. So of that, you only get back like 7,900. So that's how taxes work. So you get that number, 24,600 plus 7,900 plus 2,550. Wrong button. Plus the 30,000. So your take home is 88,000. So that's your take home. And that's not accurate at all. That's your taxes should add up closer to 30% if I recall. It also don't include state taxes, which are different. Either way, but let's say there's another tax bracket at 105,000. And like, oh no. Or let's actually make it even closer. So it's 101,000. Okay. So people are afraid, like, oh no, if I get an extra $2,000 and so you want to make this 102,000? They're worried because now all of a sudden I'm in this tax bracket, which is like 25%. Like, oh no, I'm gonna lose money. No, there's no way to lose money because first of all, you get an extra whatever. So first of all, you get the extra 1,000 times 0.79. I don't know why I couldn't do that in my head. On top of that, and then you get 1,000. You get 750 for this. So you straight up get an extra, like, oh yeah, you went to a higher tax bracket, but you still get an extra $1,500 added to that. That's how tax brackets work. But once you see that, you kind of understand how it works. And you also learn a little bit about, okay, this is what are deductions, this is how it works. This is how rich people stay rich. Do you know how rich people get rich, or how rich people stay rich? They have people that know that code backwards and forwards that do their taxes for them. There was a restaurant that I went to in town. It was a decent restaurant. We used to go there for lunch from work. Because what my boss knew the owner, or knew the manager, because he went there all the time. He ate there all the time. And so that restaurant lost money. Every year that restaurant lost money. But because of creative accountant work, the owner kept it open, losing money because it made him, it reduced his tax load so greatly in other areas that he was able to, it was actually more profitable for him to have that losing business than to pay taxes on the rest of it. Anyway.
I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the Forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye.
Yeah, so just try it. Like, you don't have to turn it into TurboTax. Just try it. Just do all the numbers, get to the end, and then just say, no, I don't want to file. You get charged nothing, and it's just, you learn a little bit. Just doing it. It's very intuitive. Very simple.
You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student.
Because once you do that, then you have to ask yourself, okay, if I'm paying somebody $150 to do my taxes, all they're doing is taking the TurboTax form and just doing it themselves. They have their own software. It's basically TurboTax. It doesn't have as much hand-holding, but they have their software. So why not just do it yourself and pay like $50 instead of $150?
Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
The secret duty!
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy.
He's a nice guy. He's like the teacher. Proud teacher.
Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried.
That's suspicious.
Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic. As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
Well, that's really cool. I wish I could do stuff like that. That'd be awesome. So they don't cheat.
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into 3 forms.
Yeah, you think they'd sit 2 at a table? Make more sense.
2 are of the incorporeal sort, the soul, and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
The soul and memory and... ether? Do I get to guess? Corporeal ether.
Yes. Very good.
I was right! I didn't even need the prompt. I had it. I just didn't know.
This is the form with which the layman is most familiar.
He just called me a guy.
Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux.
I'm just a lay fox.
In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the 2 are intrinsically linked.
Fox. Either way, we got a good one. Princess Dive Fox. I like this one. This might be one of my new favorites.
Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it. Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
What is the Princess Night Fox? I think it's meant to be somewhat like Warrior Princess.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well.
Yep. I remember seeing that show a long time
this
ago.
exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
Oh, the original Warriors of Light, who disappeared, and nobody can remember them.
The 7th Umbral Calamity. The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
I actually tried to watch it more recently, like a few years back, and it does not hold up well at all.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act.
Though I think it holds up better than Hercules did. I tried to watch Hercules, and it just felt very wrong. I don't know.
The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
Yep.
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the
9/10?
process may be reversed.
Holy crap.
Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty.
I can't imagine convincing 9/10 of politicians of anything.
Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea.
I'm pretty sure in America, if you like put forth a bill that's like, hey, let's try not to you know, let's help orphans. You'd have half the people would be opposed to it. I don't know. Feeding the poor. Opposed.
For there we will be purified. The blots upon our souls.
Holy crap! No, 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 no. Kai, you do not live on this planet. You are clearly in space. Don't go outside. No, no, that's unacceptable. Minus 45?
And our memories drift apart and dissolve. Rather defeating the purpose, I suppose.
I mean, that is just a wind chill, right? Interesting.
But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
I mean, we have an extreme weather event coming, and it's not going to get below 20 Fahrenheit. And people are panicking.
What happens after that?
My mother was literally panicking. And my father was panicking, trying to get me information about, hey, be careful, you know. It's wild.
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form. Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable.
I don't know what temperature it is here. Looks like it's 38-ish.
Well, I think that's enough education for today. Now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet.
See, it feels like... I don't see it feels like... Oh, it feels like 35. I mean, we're still 3 degrees above the average for this time of year. At least it was today, the high. Also, I just want to say that all this could have been done easily with mundane equipment. Why didn't have personality? That seems odd.
I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend.
I should go brush pretty soon. The ads are back.
Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
He's so nice. And kind of maniacal laughter as he walks out. I can get behind that. Gather a phenomenon for your game. Leopold, put your artistry. The faculty. All right, let's go brush. I don't know, I'll do 2.5 minutes, should be enough. Right back, okay. I'm back and early this time. Wow. Okay. I'm back. Let us do this. Brushing down. Okay, good. So you've got about an hour left to stream. Maybe a little bit less. So, yeah, a little bit less than an hour. It'll be fine. That's giving me much to mull over. I feel as though we're one step closer to understanding the forum's true motives. I gotta sneeze. Sorry, ooh, that's a big sneeze. That's a good sneeze. I feel as though we're one step closer to understanding the forum's true motives, and the mysteries of life itself for good measure. It's funny, I came here with the intent of expressing my gratitude, only leave more indebted than before. I have a feeling of his friendship and support will be a great boon to us in the days to come. Also, check, should he have gone to bed? Let me at least go try to sleep. Or have you already gone and woken back up? So make sure you get enough sleep, okay? I'm not worth staying up. I'm not worth losing sleep over. On that note, let's head back to the annex. Perhaps on the way you could better acquaint yourself with Key Alepo, as the scholar suggested. While I share our findings with Raha. Point A, being in bed is not the same as sleeping. Point B, the more time you spend in your bed not doing sleeping activities, the harder it is for you to sleep. Okay. You're doing that on purpose. For point 2, I'll point you out to what I said. For my point 2, that the more you spend in bed not doing sleeping activities, the harder it is, the easier it is for you to treat bed as a mental place to be awake. It's why I have trouble working from home, because Don't tell my boss this. The only place I have to work is either at my kitchen table, which is not ideal, or right here in this room. And I do not treat this room as a workspace. So when I'm here, I have trouble focusing on work. It also doesn't help that I need 2 monitors for what I do most of the time. And I don't have 2 monitors. My laptop is not compatible with any of my monitors here. Welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the student proved most educational. While you were away, I received word from our fellow Scions. As expected, news of the warding scales was met with much joy. Preparations are now underway to bring leadership of the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales in our possession to Limsa Mensa. So the time has come for us to go on the offensive? Sure to say for certain, that does seem to be the way the winds are blowing. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan. Let's see what awaits us in Vilbrand. Let's start by getting the scales out of storage. Give me a hand, would you, Justinian? I mean, he's tall. He's gotta be used to it. That's okay. Oh yeah, I make this deal with my tall friends. If they grab stuff that's on high shelves for me, I grab stuff that's on low shelves for them. That's the deal. Phew, I didn't realize these crates were so heavy. I shouldn't complain though. Vitra and the Alchemists do great work, put their heart and soul into each and every one of these scales, so you must treat them with the utmost care. Is that not a... That's fair, right? Aren't they coming with us? I don't know, because they're not considerate. As much as I'd like to escape the forums watched for gaze, I have little choice but to stay behind. They're already on thin ice, and if I, in my capacity as our official representative, were found to be consorting with foreign powers, I can imagine how that would go. I shall remain here and do my utmost to avoid ruffling any more feathers as I wait for word from Master Matoya and our other allies. With luck, we'll soon have good news of our own to share. Unfortunately, that tends to be the way things go. The tide's about to turn. I can feel it. Limsa Mensa. I actually had a weird thought. So my parents don't know that I'm bi. They don't know that. They may suspect. They don't know. So hypothetically, if I were to bring Y'shtola home and you know, and we'd start dating or whatever, I don't know how I don't know how I would break it to my parents. I feel like that'd be weird. Like, how do you come out to that? At, like, you know, is it better just not tell them and just keep going about my life? I totally expect you, as you may or may not have been aware. Admiral is at present entertaining the elder seats here in the Sultana. These are the most powerful men in the world in one room. If you need a moment to prepare, shall I show you to them? Good. I haven't exactly hidden that very well, Jack. My apologies for calling you away from Charlie on such short notice. I'm just picking a random female that I could conceivably be dating. I mean, obviously it doesn't matter if I'm buying dating a guy. It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter because that they're going to consider that a straight relationship. It doesn't make me any less bi. It just means I'm in a straight relationship with a guy. On the contrary, we're honored and grateful. Pleasantly surprised to be joined by such esteemed company. It's only right that this discussion should be conducted in person. We're locked in a war of attrition. Our forces struggle to contain the threat posed by the towers. It's only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will only be claimed through decisive action. We have taken the initiative to set the wheels in motion. It is reassuring to learn we are all in accord. But might I ask what your plan entails? It's entirely on the warding scales and our ability to utilize their potential to the fullest. Well, so I thought about it, so, alright. So, hypothetically, what I would probably do, I've given this some thought recently. I was thinking, like, okay, in such a scenario, I do plan to move away, so I would probably move wherever I'm moving. And then, and if they ever come for a visit, I would probably talk to them, just me, and then introduce them to the person I'm dating, and then allow them time to adjust to that knowledge, digest, and then they're welcome to come back, or they're welcome to go home if they want. Either way, yeah, so I'd invite them, I'd sit down and talk, introduce them to the person in question, and have that other person go and say, you know, you're welcome to you know, leave and digest. We can go have dinner and not talk about it. We can just catch up. So that's the thought. If I ever were to do something like that. During your time in Charlie, the Allied nations have been engaged on separate fronts with no end in sight. To make matters worse, the surge in abduction of kobolds, Sahagin, Ixal, and Ananta have given rise to an increasing number of primals as well. But your triumph in Rise at Han has given us cause to hope once more. Time has come to free ourselves of this menace. And it is you, the Scions of Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. While the bulk of our forces will continue to hold the Talafroy at bay, we will dispatch our finest strike at the enemy's heart, Garlemald. So we are going straight for it. These brave few will be the ill-starred contingent. I think such progress be made in so short a span. Its objectives are twofold. The first is to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. As previously reported, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been tempered. Robbed of free will, they serve the Talafroy's every whim without question. They too are victims. It is our duty to deliver them from their suffering, not for strategic or political gain, but because it's the right thing to do. I don't ask that we set aside the decades of conflict and conquest. They would simply choose to forgive and forget. I ask only that in choosing to remember we do not also forsake our compassion and morality. Without that, there can be no reconciliation, only death without end. Aye, on that we can all agree. Our second objective is the colossal tower that Thancred and Oranje observed in the capital. Though its purpose remains unclear, there's reason to believe that the smaller spires are merely a precursor of what's yet to come. Until the Tower of Zat was toppled, we'd failed to make any headway, though the same could be said of the Talafroy. There's certainly no rush to press further into our lands. I'd wager the spire's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied, while they work towards our annihilation. This would appear to be substantiated by Istola's analysis of the tower's influence on ethereal currents. Based on our observations inside the Tower of Zod, the spires siphon ether from the land, consuming it to maintain their form. However, they draw forth far more than is required for this task alone. The excess of ether remains unaccounted for. We can be sure it is not being harnessed for our benefit. It would surprise me the least if it was being redirected to the larger spire in the capital. There's logic in that. Regardless, once we have uncovered the truth, we'll bring their schemes crashing down along with their infernal towers. That's all well and good. What would you have us do? I assume it's more than handing over the scales and being on our way. We want you and your scales to join the Ilsbar contingent. Consider an official request from both the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance. Do you accept? Perhaps you should be the one to answer that. For honor and glory. I'm not big on vengeance, and I don't really want to save our enemies. I'm gonna put it better myself. Istola, Thancred, and Urante have already pledged their support. They're on their way to meet the rest of the contingent. They were positive you would come to the same decision as they did. Luckily for all involved, the prediction was correct. Once you've delivered the warning scales to Alamigo, the contingent will embark on its journey to Ilsabard. Ralbon and Lord Emmerich are overseeing preparations, so I suggest you make yourself known upon arrival. Pack warm clothing and furs and the like. Without it, the cold will do you even before the software so much to draw steel. As for us, we'll keep the enemy busy while you're gone. They're the only ones who created the version. Now go. Safe in the knowledge that Eorzea will be left as you left it. Or better, upon your return. I'm gonna break this clothespin. I've been playing with this clothespin for days. It's a different one than I was playing with the other day. That's how it works. I hope I'm making more money back on these quests than I'm spending teleporting all over the place. How much do I make? Nope, I'm losing. I lost 100. Oh well. I guess I'm gonna walk here if I didn't mind taking 10 minutes to do it. I guess I paid 100 gil for 10 minutes of my time. You can hear that? Okay, fine, it's gone. I threw it. I threw it. Are you happy? I didn't realize you could hear it on stream. I thought it filtered it out. The Wanderer's return. You've been busy bringing out a tower and producing the keys to destroying the rest of them. You should be proud. Those warning scales of yours are what's made this whole venture possible. Now I'm playing with my chapstick. Hopefully that's not audible. Ah, Boba. Wait, what? All the time? All the time? Did you hear my chapstick too? I'm not gonna throw my chapsticks, I need it. Will you and Lord Emmerich be leading the contingent? Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize the various delegations to join a cohesive unit. Once we've seen you all off, it's back to our respective posts. Also, welcome back, Treeborn. We do not neglect our duties for too long lest our defensive efforts fall into disarray. Just between us, there's a fair amount of opposition to the formation of Ilsbar contingent. I do that at work, mostly. The very suggestion that we send some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid unto Garleans has made me rather unpopular in certain quarters. Oh, can't please them all. Sadly not, though I do my best. Truth be told, I'd much rather be at your side chartered into the fray. Alas, I have battles of my own to fight, where words may serve me better than any blade. I'm not strong enough to keep doing that the whole stream. I could do it like maybe 3 or 4 minutes total in a day. But mostly I just grip for like 10 to 15 seconds and let go. I hate to say it, but Lord Emmerich's struggles mirror my own. For the time being, the best we can offer you is the peaceful mind from knowing Eorzea is in safe hands. As you fight the good fight in Ilsabard, I and the other commanders will do what we can to convince the naysayers that our cause is just. Thank you, both of you. We meet again. Oh, look at that. Black Wolf. Word of exploits travels quickly. What I gather, the protective talismans you obtained led to the formation of this expeditionary force. My contribution on this occasion is but a minor one. That being the information I have shared with Maximum. Thank the people of Garlemald and the fates be on your side. We're all coming together. It almost feels like an Avengers at the end movie, where we're all coming together and we're gonna go fight. But we're at the very beginning. So, based off an Avengers movie, that means we're gonna get our butts kicked. You're not coming with us. Strange, I thought you'd have a stake in this. I do. The software I've laid waste to my homeland and will save my people. But though every mode of my being cries for vengeance, I cannot be the one to deliver it. My presence alone will place the entire mission in jeopardy. I stand accused of murdering Emperor Varus and plunging Garlemald into chaos. Rather travel with Ilsbar contingent and give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Conversely, those who believe me innocent may instead celebrate the return of a former legatus and to raise me to a position of leadership, further destabilize the region and complicate the contentious mission. Whether I'm branded a villain or hailed as a hero, I would only hinder your efforts. You will deliver your people from harm in your stead. For what it's worth, you have my gratitude. You and your country and armites have the strength and courage to live in my countrymen, I'm certain of it. A lot of guys is a rather unique circumstance. I instead will assume the role of your guide. Though I may have defected for political reasons, my love for Garlemald endures. I will stop at nothing to protect her and her people. Well said. Might I ask you to escort our friends inside? You might even bump into an old acquaintance or two. If I don't see you again ere you part, may the Fury guide and protect you. All of you. Other members of the Ilsbar contingent are gathered in the Royal Palace. I shall inform them of your arrival, so please make your way inside as soon as you're ready. Ah, the remaining members of Scions. You and your friends and most of Ilsbar contingent way too then. Would you like me to see you through? Can you hear this? Is that audible?
By the 12.
I'm playing with my pill bottle. I should probably just get a fidget spinner at this point.
Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without you.
Isola, Thagrid, Araje, too.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose.
I'm actually more grateful to see them arranged by height. I found that aesthetically pleasing.
We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald. Much rides on the efforts of the Ilsabard contingent.
Indeed, which is why I am glad to find myself in the company of many
Raider
trusted
Fox.
comrades, yourselves included.
Classic Fox! I look angry.
Lucia.
That's the wrong button. What's my neutral button? What's that? I think I fixed it. Don't look angry anymore. Lucia!
I have come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through
That's
to its
just
end.
mean. See, I feel obligated to give Karara a refund for that because... I mean, you took it away instantly.
We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that, if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
I mean, I find it crazy that, like, the odds of it coming up are like 1 in 200. So it comes up like once every, like, 20 streams. Still bugs you.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company.
I get it. A lot of those cool features don't work with it, and that sucks.
Everyone! If I may have your attention.
Lawful gang!
Might I ask you to speak first?
Yep.
If I must.
She's from, Ishgard. From Heavensward. The first expansion.
I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation. Here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer. We shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort.
Healers and archers. That's what we got.
Of
and
course,
spearmen, I guess.
with an experienced white mage
Lancers.
such as yourself accompanying us as well, those requiring more involved treatment will be in safe hands. Raya O sends her regards, by the way.
Wait, what? Wait. Why did I get that? I'm not that experienced as a white mage. Why did I get that? He's looking at me, right?
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Is it, what's the threshold for that? Doing the class quest?
Wait, I know you.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten.
I didn't include them all, though.
Any road, the Admiral asked Captain Hillfear to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me. Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughing stock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
we just ran
But
into
more
him.
importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship. So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but the promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do.
I was hoping Jack would be here. Is that his name?
Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy. Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. But then again, so are we.
So I don't get either for the class quest. I did the healer.
The most dependable
warrior.
warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest.
I did the warrior and the rogue quest. I didn't get anything for that. Oh well.
If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Tarapin and I will be leading from the front.
Hito
It's been
squad.
some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya, the avatar of destruction.
That's funny. I love it.
With comrades like these, I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us. And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead. Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabard contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission.
If they can put machines together, they can break machines apart.
Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature, together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa. There is another awaiting introduction.
Oh, him! Hi!
Lord Emonelaine!
The young lad has finally grown up.
Ah, yes. Emonelaine de Forton, at your service.
He was having issues growing up when we were there.
Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that. But, should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom dancing, I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light.
I admire his confidence. May your graceful prancing lead the way to victory.
Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Honoroa with my tales of daring-do.
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand Company of Eorzea.
You can tell she's done. Okay, I'm done with it. Let's go.
Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
It's very fancy. Most of them have
Would
armor
that be
like
the
that.
Shinobi
Chet.
of Doma?
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various Eastern nations.
Oh no, do we get
According to Lord
what's
Hio,
her name?
however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their stead.
Little son is what's her name?
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Yep. I knew it. That's awesome.
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Is that a mustache or is that like? It almost looks like horns on his face.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
For battle and blood we come, as a step is sorely lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach. But now our thirst for slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy!
Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Yeah, but you gotta have war first before you can have peace.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
If you want peace, you must prepare for war.
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
Where's the bunnies? When did the bunnies show up? Of course you're smiling at
And the
ladies.
Bosnian resistance.
Oh.
Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamigo. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald. And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused.
This feels like we're about to kick off something
Not
big.
only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy.
Do we finally have peace?
But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all.
Yep.
Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Maxima, who stands with us today, tried to reform Garlemald from within and make peace with Doma. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good. It won't be easy, but we're all determined to make this world a better place.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy. To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garland Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey. However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers.
She's gonna be freezing if we're going to a glacier.
From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us, so it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed. Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to leave that for Friday. Because this sounds like a big undertaking. So I think we have to stop here before we get... I assume once we click on this, we're gonna move, so we're gonna stop here. Can I just exit? I'll just exit here, it's fine. So that's it for tonight. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a great night and a great day tomorrow. No stream tomorrow, as usual. We'll be back on Friday with all Final Fantasy. And we'll be going on our big expedition. So... sleep well, have good dreams, and hope to see you guys back here Friday. Good night, everyone. What's up, Derek? What is it? Tomorrow anime? I will not be able to watch tomorrow, but you guys are welcome to. So, good night, everyone. Sleep well. Have good dreams. So, I believe Zerek wants to continue watching anime on tomorrow night. So, that will be in the Discord. You guys are all welcome to go. I may pop in if I'm able, but I probably will not be able to. So, good night, everyone. Fox out. Night night.